Hello and welcome to another speaking practice video by Johnny. And so this is class IELTS 37. I mean, they are new. Basically, they have been learning with me for at least 9 months already. At least. So now they have reached the point that they will practice their speaking and writing. So, Miss Kim Tien, Miss Hoàng Nhung, and Mr. Thái Dương, are you ready?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, great. Let's do part 1 of IELTS speaking. Do you know what you have to do? Part 1?
Yeah.
For part 1, you have to... Yes.
Mr.
Yoon, can you explain what you have to do in part 1?
Yeah, I think is you need to, they will correct you in your fluency and coherence. Actually.
Coherence, yes.
And fluency,
yes.
That's what I remember.
I see. So my question here is, part 1, do you need to use a lot of complex words or high-level vocabulary? Part 1 có cần phải sử dụng từ vựng khủng không?
Yeah, I think no.
You don't have to, remember, you don't have to.
Yeah.
Part 1, they test on how fluent you are, so fluency, and how well, how natural you speak, okay? Người ta sẽ test part 1 là cái khả năng mình nói chuyện trôi chảy có bao nhiêu và nó tự nhiên bao nhiêu thôi, còn chuyện từ vựng không quan trọng ở part 1. So part 2, they will ask you to describe something and you have to describe it in 2 minutes. You have 1 minute to think about what you have to say. 2 phút để suy, 2 phút để nói một cái chủ đề nha các bạn, cho nên không thể nào mà cà kê dây ngỗng nói dài được đâu nha. Phải nói tóm gọn trong những cái mà mình nên nói thôi. So you don't have enough time in 2 minutes. You don't have a lot of time to speak about a lot of things, you know. So just stick to what you should say. Part 3 will, of course, follow part 2. And they will try to push you to your maximum limit. So they will ask you complex questions and you have to think and give examples, or maybe sometimes you have to do counter arguments. Phản biện tranh luận. Like for example, if you provide point A to discuss, you can do that. Okay, what would happen if things are the opposite of that? Đưa ra một cái phản luận điểm, ví dụ như là điều gì sẽ xảy ra nếu mà cái chuyện nó ngược lại như vậy. Okay. So part 3, try to give examples not related to yourself, okay? Cái ví dụ part 3 tuyệt đối không nên cho ví dụ bản thân nha các bạn. Các bạn đã học điều này rồi. You learned this one before. Okay, so let's do headphones. So Miss Kim Tien, please. Do you use headphones? What do you use it for?
Yes, now I'm using headphones, so I usually use it because I want to have a private atmosphere.
A private atmosphere, right?
Yes, atmospheres to learn or listen to music.
Listen to music.
Yes.
To listen to music, I see. So so basically, what types of headphones do you use, Miss Kim Tien?
I use a small headset of Sony.
Oh, Sony. Is it expensive, may I ask? Is it expensive?
I think it's quite suitable for students, not really expensive.
I have an expensive headphone. But you know, basically everything has a price. So if you pay a lot of money, that thing should have good quality. So basically, I work so hard, so I have expensive things, items in my house. Basically, it will last a long time, you know, so it's a good investment. So, Miss Nhung, please, do you use headphones and what do you use it for?
Yes, I use headphones because when I have to to learn online, so I use it for learn. And what about listen to music when I'm tired? Yeah.
So we have something
That
called a
is-
headset, you know. Headset and headphones are two different things. So for online learning, if you use headphones, then you can hear, but then your voice will have to come to the microphone of your laptop, isn't it? Cái giọng của em nó phải đi vào cái microphone của cái laptop của em. Nhưng mà headphone thì cho em nghe thôi. Okay, but headset, they have that microphone attached to the headset, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, so please continue.
Yes. Continue back.
So when would you use headphones, Miss Nhung?
When I use headphones, when maybe it's in the morning, in the afternoon,
In the
something
morning,
like
afternoon.
that. All day, I use it all day.
Oh, so you use it all days. But do you feel uncomfortable if you have to wear it for a whole day?
Yes, I feel it's uncomfortable because it makes my ears really hurt. And sometimes I feel that I can't hear anything around me. I'm really scared.
Right, so let me ask this question. Do you feel uncomfortable wearing headphones? Okay, I see. So Mr. Yoon, hello.
Yeah.
Hi guys. So basically you guys might remember Mr. Tai Yoon coming from IELTS 33. So basically when class IELTS 33 it's over, I mean I moved him to this class. I mean he has been learning with me for like more than a year, right? Did you?
Yeah.
More than a year, right?
Yeah, that's a long time.
Or maybe I think 13, 14 months or something like that.
I think it's years now.
I see, okay. So Mr. Yoon, so what type of headphones do you use?
Well, I don't remember what type is it, but
What type it is?
like,
I don't remember what type it is. It is.
what type is this? But I remember it is gaming headset. And
Oh, it's a gaming headset. Of course, I bought it for you. You remember? You are
I
my
know.
cousin anyway.
I just remember it's a gaming headset. And,
Alright. Oh, by the
but-
way, Mr. Yoon is my cousin, right?
Yeah.
No, you're my nephew, not cousin.
Yeah.
You're my nephew, so you call me uncle, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Of course I know it. You are my nephew. You là cháu này. Anyway, so Mr. Young, in what conditions would you not use headphones?
I think when I sit on my tables and listen to music, stirring, so I don't use it. But actually, normally I use it all day from morning
normally use
to
it all
evening.
day.
It's actually really hurt.
Of course it hurt. So you know, hurt can be used like a verb, an adjective, and also hurt in past tense and past participle is also hurt. So hurt, hurt, hurt. Cái từ hurt có thể được dùng như là tính từ hoặc là động từ luôn, và các cột của nó, 1, cột 2, cột 3 của nó đều là hurt, hurt, hurt cả. Okay, very good. So Miss Kim Tin, please. Do you feel uncomfortable wearing headphones?
Sometimes I feel like that because when I'm wearing a headphone for a long time,
So when I wear headphones for a long time, yes.
yes, I feel close my ears, so
I feel what? I feel what?
I feel close.
I don't understand. Can you try again? I feel what?
The headphone will hurt my ears.
My ears will hurt my ears. Will hurt my ears. Ears.
Yeah.
Yes. So how about earphones? Of course, you can talk about earphones for headphones topic too. Which one do you prefer, earphones or headphones, Miss Kim Tien?
I think earphone because it's small and I can bring it to everywhere.
Yes. It's much more easier to use, isn't it?
Yes.
Ok, Tiến ráng cố gắng part 1 là trả lời khoảng 3 câu đi nha. Ok, try to make it like 3 sentences for part 1, okay? Because they need to have something so they can give you a score, okay, a mark, okay? You need to make it longer, like 3 sentences. Okay, let's try again. Do you think earphones are better than headphones?
I think earphones are better than headphones because I can bring it to everywhere.
I can bring it everywhere, I can bring it everywhere.
Yes, and besides, it will make my ears
Ears,
feel
ears, ears.
my ears feel more comfortable. And I think it's more, and I can put it in my
I
bag.
can put it in my
bag. Easy.
Bag.
You can put it in my bag easily, right? Okay, so how about you, Miss Nhung? Do you think headphones are better than earphones?
Yes, I agree with the earphone is much better than headphone because
Ủa, câu hỏi hỏi ngược lại mà. You think headphones are better than earphones mà. I asked the opposite, you know.
không nghe mạng nó lắc.
Okay, let's try again. Do you think headphones are better than earphones?
Well, no, because earphones is much convenient. For example, I use a Bluetooth.
You use a Bluetooth earphone, right?
Yes, and when I drive a motorbike, I can connect with my phones and don't need a lot of things.
I see. All
Yes.
right. So, okay, that's about topic headphones. Let's move on to topic science, shall we? So, Miss Nhung, do you like science?
To be honest, I don't like science too much because it's really difficult to learn. And
Don't worry.
Sometimes that I need to face with blood.
What do you mean pay with blood? Pay with blood is a very strong expression. Trả bằng máu. Pay with blood is a very strong expression.
Pay là đối mặt, pay.
Đối mặt cái rồi.
Pay có thể chứ không phải là pay. Pay.
But what?
Face with blood.
Pay with blood.
Play or
Face.
Pay mặt cái
face. Face with what?
Blood.
Blood. Face with blood. What do you mean, face with blood? We have face something. To face something, we don't have face with, okay? Face không có giới từ nha. There's no preposition after that. So face something. Yeah, sometimes you have to face something.
Yeah,
all right, let's try Mr. Yoon. Do you like science?
Actually, when I was young, I really like it because it's mathematics and it's interesting. But right now,
interesting.
But right now,
okay. Interesting.
Okay, interesting. But in I can
yes.
Cấp 3 gì thầy con quên rồi.
Well, sometime when I was in high school, let's say senior high school.
Yeah.
You remember this word, senior high school?
Yeah, I
Rồi,
think
cấp
it's
3.
high school, but I don't really remember. So, senior high school and science is really hard.
Of course, it's
So
supposed to
I don't
be
really,
hard.
I don't really like it now. Actually, it's make me scared every day.
Of course, you should be very scared. I mean, science, to some people, science is a really terrible subject. And
Yeah.
they are very glad that they could get rid of it, you know. To a lot of my friends when I was younger, I like science, yeah, I do. I studied them very well. But then my friends, they hated it so much. I see. So, Mr. Young, when did you start to learn about science?
I think it's a long time now, but it started at when I was grade 6. I learned a lot of science from that, but at that time science really easy and
Oh,
you
grade
still can learn
6,
it.
grade 6 science, really easy.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Miss Kim Tien, which science subject is interesting to you and why? Okay, we have chemistry, we have physics, we have biology, we have geography, we have history, a lot of different subjects. Okay, so history might not be a science subject, but okay, biology, physics, chemistry, and geography, or geology if you want to. Which one is interesting to you? Why?
Yeah, it's sometimes difficult for me to choose one, but I think I like physics the most.
Physics. I like physics. Physics.
The most.
I like physics the most.
Yes, because what I learned in physics
Physics. Nó lại
physics,
physics.
physics.
Physics. Okay, try that again. So, which science subject is interesting to you and why, Miss Tien?
Yeah, I think I like physics the most because of what I learned in physics class is connected to my real life, so
it's
easy.
well connected to your real life, right? It's well connected to your life. I see.
Yeah, so I can easily practice and apply. So I feel interested. I feel interested because
No, I feel interested. So I feel interested in it. I feel interested in it. Tính từ bị động, tính từ chủ động. Be careful with the passive and active adjective, okay? Interested. Describe how you feel and the status of something right now. Interesting. It's an active adjective. It describes how something is, like the nature of something. Like for example, let's say the job is interesting and I am interested in it. Okay. Tính từ chủ động bị động, you see. Nhớ không? Một cái là thể hiện bản chất sự vật sự việc, tính từ chủ động. Một cái thể hiện trạng thái của cái vật khác, cái cảm giác của vật khác, của một cái người khác. Là tính từ bị động. Alright, let's try again, Miss Kim Tien. So, let's try more. What kinds of interesting things have you done with science? Like any experiments or something? Or any field works or something?
let me see.
I'll let you see.
Yes, I have when I was in grade 10,
Sorry, when I was in
grade 10,
grade 10,
I
yeah.
yes, my friend and I have make a mini thing. So this is a amazing experiment.
Sorry?
Yes, my friend and I have made a small thing.
Okay, can you describe it?
Yes, um, uh, it it run by the Aqui and
By the what?
we
The art what? Em nói phát âm có rõ ràng. Người ta sẽ không hiểu gì đâu. Try to pronounce better, otherwise people won't understand it.
yes, cái bình Aqui á thì
Bình ác quy nó là it's a battery. It's a battery. It's a kind of battery. Một loại pin. Bình ác quy thực sự là một loại pin điện hóa. Basically, that thing is a battery. It's an electrochemical battery.
yes,
Okay.
and the wings of the fan we use the empty bottle.
Okay. Alright, so Miss Nyung, please, do you think people should learn science more?
Yes, I really.
I think it's a big yes, but
No,
actually
I'm asking Miss
the
Nyung. I'm asking Miss Nyung.
actually Jung is doing it same.
Wait, I'm asking Miss Hwan Nyung
Yeah, I
to answer
know.
this one. Why would you answer it for her?
I think you asked me because the name is actually
Nyung and Yung, how can you confuse between the two names?
I don't know.
Maybe the
That's
internet
weird.
connection.
Okay, blame the connection.
No,
Just blame the connection for bad pronunciation, right? Phát âm sai ta hiểu lầm, ok. Cứ tại đổ thừa, tại bad connection, internet xấu, tệ.
what beautiful.
Not good, not good, not good. Không tốt nha. Lớn rồi. You're an adult now. Try not to blame. Take responsibility for everything.
Okay,
not to
fine.
blame.
Yeah.
Okay, Miss Nyung, please. So, do you think people should learn science more?
Absolutely, people should learn science more because it's really useful in daily life. For example, in chemistry, you can apply
Chemistry.
chemistry. Yeah, you can apply
Chemistry.
it in cooking. For example, that the baking powder
Baking powder, yes.
mixed with lemon is can interacting with
It can
each
interact. It can interact. Baking powder is basically sodium hydrogen carbonate.
Yes.
And lemon,
Yes.
it basically will bubbles. It bubbles. Nó nổ bong bóng.
Yes.
Yeah.
It just
Nó
know
nổ
it
bóng lên.
interact.
Nó sủi bọt lên.
Yes. Yes.
So basically it bubbles and it helps you to bake cakes, you know, giúp mình bake cakes.
Yes.
Làm bánh. Alright. Anything else?
Maybe. Nope.
Alright. You can answer the question now, Mr. Yun. Do you think people should learn science more?
I think it's a big yes, but actually I really like it. Actually, science is applying to life really much.
It applies to life a lot, yeah.
Yeah, there are another subject in school that you can study.
School.
School.
In school. Không có school. Không có school hoài. In school.
In school.
I'm a very strict uncle.
Fine.
I'm a very strict uncle. School.
School.
And
like physics is about how can you build the bridge.
feel the what?
Bridge. The bridge. Towers that they cannot fall in many ways, are keeping out of bad weather.
Right, to keep out of bad weather. Okay, think about, you know about the anti-vax people? You know about the anti-vax people? Những người chống vaccine, anti-vaccination, you know. People who think that vaccine are toxic and will harm
because
people.
they don't learn about science.
Of course. And people who think that the earth is flat. Những người mà tin rằng trái đất phẳng. There's a lot of people like that in America.
I know.
So of course they should learn science more. So there's a lot of people who have urban myth, you know. You don't remember the word urban myth, right?
Yeah.
Urban myth. Những lòng tin mù quáng. So like we have urban myth, like people think that there's some superstition, you know. Superstitions, những điều mê tín. And there are a lot of superstitions and urban myths in my time. Like for example, if you're tall, people will be like automatically say like, oh, you must be playing basketball. Oh, em cao dữ vậy, chắc em phải chơi bóng rổ phải không? Cái đó là cái urban myth đó, chắc chắn luôn.
I'm just live and still score.
Nó là lòng tin mù quáng đó. That's urban myth. Or what else? Oh, if I go to the swimming pool, I'll get pregnant. đi bơi cái mang xong rồi cái bọc có bầu. Yeah, because people think that the sperm from men who swim in that water will swim into the woman's down there, you know. Nghĩa là tinh trùng của những người đàn ông đi bơi sẽ bơi vào trong cái bên dưới của những người phụ nữ theo có bầu. Yeah, people used to think that going swimming it can make them pregnant. It can make them pregnant. So those are urban myths. So of course, science helps to debunk. I think debunk, right? Let me check the word. Debunk or debunk, I don't remember. Debunk, I think. Debunk.
Debunk.
Debunk the myth. To expose the myth, I think. It's better to use the word expose. Làm cho sáng tỏ cái sự thật, làm sáng tỏ cái điều mà một cái điều myth nào đó. Or I think to debunk it's a better word. To debunk something. Okay, let's come back to what we are doing now. So, Miss Tien, which science subject is interesting to you then? Oh wait, I asked you this question already. So, when did you start to learn about science, Miss Tien?
Long time ago, maybe when I were in grade 5, I have the subject.
Wait, when I was in grade 5?
I have the subject named science.
Ah, I see. I had a subject science and...
It's quite, I think it's quite easy because it's just for primary students.
Primary student.
Yes. Just something around our life.
Something about our life. I see. And did you like it when you start to learn it?
Yes, of course, because I don't need to write so much and I have to learn it about the experience.
The what? The experiment.
Yes, yes, don't have many theory.
Don't have any theory. So you have experiments. Theory. Lý thuyết. Well, but then, you know, it basically becoming more and more and harder after each year, you know.
Yeah.
It became harder after each year, and then you realize that, oops, this is not as easy as I thought. Okay, now let's go to a topic part 2, shall we? Okay, let me pick something. I think maybe I should do randomly.
Bro.
I'm not so sure if you want to do history.
No, don't do that. Oh my god, that's nightmare.
Don't do that. What? You have learned it before.
Yeah, it's still a nightmare.
I know it's a nightmare. So you should watch. Okay, I have a video about the topic history before. 2 or 3 videos already. I'll send it to you guys so you can read, you can study it, okay? Nhớ nhắc thầy gửi cái video về cái chủ đề lịch sử 3 video luôn nha. Okay, let's try 69 then, shall we? Moment. Let me write that. Okay, let's do 69. But there's no part 3 in here. Okay, never mind. Don't worry if there's no part 3, okay? Describe a piece of international. Not international, okay? It's international. Describe a piece of international news you have just recently heard. Chủ đề part 2 này nói về gì? Miêu tả một cái mẫu tin tức quốc tế mà các bạn vừa mới nghe được gần đây. You should say what the news was about. Cái tin tức nó về cái gì vậy? When and where you heard it. Các bạn đã nghe được nó lúc nào và chỗ nào? What you were doing when you heard the news. Các bạn đã đang làm gì khi mà các bạn nghe cái tin đó? Explain how you felt about this piece of news. Và giải thích là các bạn cảm thấy thế nào về cái mẫu tin này. Okay, part 2, isn't it? Okay, I'll give you, say, 2 minutes. Is 2 minutes too little? Okay, 3. Okay, 3 phút. 3 minutes to think. Start now. Bắt đầu. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's try it. Describe a piece of international news you have just recently heard. Okay, Mr. Young, you first, please.
Okay,
Let's do it slowly. Let's speak slowly and clearly, okay?
So while I'm served the newspaper and it passed across news about Ukraine and
Ukraine.
Oh, Ukraine.
Ukraine.
Not Ukraine. Ukraine and Russia having argued. So I'm thinking it's not really necessary, but I'm still read about it.
I still what?
Read about it.
I still read about it. Okay.
I'm still read about it, and it's about politics. It's like the world is starting to in the sea of fire.
And the sea of fire is like the whole world is about to be engulfed, to be engulfed in a sea of fire. Bị nhận chìm trong biển lửa. To be engulfed in a sea of fire, and then
Yes. So at the time, I'm not really worried about it. I'm still dreaded, but I'm sometimes laughing because right now why I still have a politics argument.
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 It's a political argument. Argument.
Argument.
I don't think it's an argument. It's basically a political struggle. Nó là một cái sự mà giống như là vật lộn về chính trị, đúng không? Là sự tranh luận, là sự mà tranh cãi. You know, it's a political struggle. Một sự vật lộn về chính trị, đúng không? Alright, so what else?
And then I think in my mind, it starts thinking about now we have the pandemic.
The pandemic.
Pandemic. War. We just need death and hungry. We will end the world.
Everyone is getting hungry and jobless, and now there's a war.
Yeah.
Excellent. What else can you ask for?
And then I go to Facebook for
Go on Facebook,
Go on Facebook.
on YouTube, on Facebook, on Twitter, on TV, on radio. Cái nào được in ra thì là in. The thing that are printed out use in, but then other media you use on. Những truyền thông khác dùng on. Cái nào được in ra chọn in.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm surf on Facebook, and it started the war, and a lot of picture about Ukraine and Russia start the war. So I'm really scared at that time. Yeah, it's about politics.
Politics.
Politics. Yeah.
Politics. Politics.
Politics.
Chính trị. Politics. And the adjective is political. That's the adjective. Còn chính trị gia là politician, âm 3 nha. Politician. Okay, so politics is a noun. Political, it's an adjective. So politician is the people who are involved in politics. Những người tham gia vào chính trị là chính trị gia, đó chính là politicians. Alright, very good. Is that all?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Miss Nhung, can you do this? Describe a piece of international news you have just recently heard.
Yes, it's maybe about the word war.
The what?
Word war.
World War, right? Chiến tranh thế giới, right?
Yes, yes.
The World War. World War. Wow. Giống chó kêu đó. World War.
War. Yes. I heard this last Saturday from BBC News. From BBC newspaper. I was really surprised and scared that I will die. Surprise.
No, not surprise. It's surprised. Không phải sập, không có sập. Surprised. I was really surprised.
And scared that I will die. Because as I know that in the
Everyone has
process
to
has
go.
a
Ai cũng phải đến lớp đi thôi. Everyone has to go.
in person have a big bomb and they want to throw it to Europe or Ukraine, yeah, something like that.
And Ukraine, and Ukraine, nhưng không hai. Ukraine.
Yes.
Ukraine, not Ukraine.
And I made that this bomb will make the earth is not severe like now. This will make the earth is reflect.
Nobody will realize the earth after that world war.
Yes, really scared. and as far as I know, the gas line price are affected by this
Affected, affected by this.
Yes, the most.
Okay.
It's really high now. And yeah,
Yes, and
in the broadcast, gold, yeah, something like that. And in the future, if it's happen, I have a noodle to eat. I
I
scared
have
that.
noodle to eat. I have clothes to wear. I have fuel to use for my motorbike.
Yes, yes, and I will live in the underground.
I will live in the
I will
underground,
find-
just like Hang Pakpo. I will live underground, just like in the American War period.
Yes, and hide for a long time. Maybe at this time you can't see me anywhere. And I
And
can't
there will be no online learning.
Yes, yes.
You have to say no. Phải nói no mới đúng nha. Không có đâu. Chứ không phải là yes thì đúng rồi. You have to say no. Okay, there will be no online learning. There will be no matcha, no milk tea. Okay, how you felt about a piece of news?
I felt a piece of you. Ôi, như vậy là surprise hả thầy?
Okay, you felt surprised when you heard this piece of news, I see. Okay, very good. Miss Tien, please, are you ready? Can you describe a piece of international news you have just recently heard, please?
Yesterday, when I was watching BBC News channels, I have watching a news titled "U.S. will do more for the homeless."
Wait, what? Nó không rõ ràng, cái phát âm không rõ ràng, em chẳng hiểu gì đó. Your pronunciation is not clear, I can't understand anything. Okay, so you were watching a TV, what?
BBC News.
A TV what?
BBC News.
BBC News, What is the news about?
The news about US will do more for the homeless.
The US will do more for the homeless, right?
Yes.
Let's see what they will do. Instead of sending a lot of, sending troops and make war and killing people.
Homeless is a problem of times, so it cannot be solved immediately.
No, it cannot be solved immediately. You can't do that.
Yes.
You have to say no. Phải nói no, for you have to say no. No, it cannot be solved easily.
Yeah. No. In now, because of the COVID-19, the economic situation is extremely difficult.
It's extremely what? It's extremely?
Difficult.
I don't understand. It's extremely?
Difficult.
Difficult. Difficult. Difficult. Extremely difficult. Difficult. Difficult.
So there are more and more homeless are died. It was terrible for me to hear so, because we live together in our earth. So I think we have to give hand to help the other. So I think this is a valid concern that
What conscience? What?
Yes, it's a valid concern from
Conscience? Conscience là giống như ý thức hả? Did you say conscience? Did you use this word conscience?
No, cái là cái nỗi lo, cái niềm quan tâm.
Say again, please.
Là mối quan tâm đó.
Mối quan tâm of concern. Concern, it's concern, những âm hai. A matter of concern.
Yes,
Oh,
this
sorry.
this is a valid concern from U.S. government. So this is the reasons why I pay attention for this news.
Yes, that's why you pay attention. Okay. Okay, just like me. Okay, so that was topic number 69. Hello, baby. It is a cat. He was sleeping and I accidentally touched him, so he's like, you know.
That's so true.
Oh, I'm sorry, baby. Okay, anyway, let's move to 68. Describe the first day of school. Miêu tả ngày đầu tiên đến trường. Oh my god.
Why?
It can be terrible. It can be a first day of school in any year of your study, you know, like grade 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, anyway, all the way to university. It can be any first day of school. It can be the first day that you go to any school, okay?
This is terrible. Every year.
Nó có thể là cái ngày đầu tiên đến trường, bất kỳ cái trường nào, ở bất kỳ lứa tuổi nào nha. Okay,
every
so
year, every school.
every year, every school. I don't like school. Okay, you should say what it was like. Nó đã như thế nào. What happened. Be careful with the past tense, okay? Quá khứ nha. Were you alone or with someone? Các bạn đã ở một mình hay ở với ai? Ở mấy mình. How did you feel about the experience? About the experience? Các bạn đã cảm thấy thế nào về cái trải nghiệm đó? Remember, experience can be trải nghiệm or kinh nghiệm. It can be countable or uncountable too. Now let's go to part 3 of going to school. School. Không có school nha. About the school. Going to school. Chuyện đi học đến trường. What do you think about the child going to school by himself or herself? Or the parent picking it up? Các bạn nghĩ gì về đứa bé đi đến trường một mình? Hoặc là cha mẹ đưa đón? It's like, which one is better? Which one do you think it's suitable? Cái nào là phù hợp nhất? How can parents cultivate the child's independence? Các bậc cha mẹ có thể nuôi dưỡng hoặc là nuôi dưỡng lên cái sự độc lập của đứa bé như thế nào? Like think about how you should let the child sleep alone in his own bed or room as early as possible or something like that. Cho trẻ ngủ mình trong phòng riêng hoặc là giường riêng càng sớm càng tốt chẳng hạn. Or try to make them do housework so they know how to do a lot of things. They don't have to depend too much on parents, you know. Kêu trẻ nhỏ là làm việc nhà đi để cho trẻ nhỏ đừng có phụ thuộc quá nhiều vào cha mẹ. Should parents interfere? Không phải là interfere. Should parents interfere when things happen to their child? Thì ngắn hay là child. Các bậc cha mẹ có nên can thiệp khi mà những cái thứ này thứ nọ nó diễn ra với trẻ nhỏ của họ? Like for example, bad thing happens, you know. Khi những điều mà xấu xa sai, những điều tệ nó xảy ra chẳng hạn, có nên can thiệp hay không đối với trẻ nhỏ của họ? Tại sao không? Why not? How do... Okay, let's give examples of saying if the child got bullied. If the child get bullied, what would the parents do? Nếu đứa trẻ bị bắt nạt chẳng hạn thì cha mẹ nên làm gì chẳng hạn? If the child get bullied, what should they do? How do parents help their children deal with bullies? Các bậc cha mẹ nên giúp trẻ nhỏ của họ đương đầu với những tên bắt nạt như thế nào? So basically, bully is a noun. Kẻ bắt nạt. So bullies is plural. And bullying is the act of bullying, the act that someone bullies someone. Cái việc bắt nạt, chuyện bắt nạt. Các bậc cha mẹ có thể giúp trẻ nhỏ của họ đương đầu với những tên bắt nạt thế nào. Like learn how to self-defense, how to defend themselves, you know. How to defend themselves. Or they can learn how to fight back, maybe. Chống trả lại. Learn how to stand their ground. Đứng vững trên cái đôi chân của họ, đứng vững trên cái nền đất, đứng vững để mà đấu tranh chống lại. To stand their ground and do not give in. Không được giống như là chịu theo nó. There are a lot of bullies. Doesn't have to be in school. It can be a lot of, there can be a lot of bullies in the society, in the workplace as well. So you have to know how to fight them. The question is, how can parents help their children deal with bullies? You need to think about the ideas with that. Now, okay, so first day of school first and then go to school. Part 2 and part 3, okay? You have 3 minutes to think about both parts. 3 phút suy nghĩ, bắt đầu cả hai pháp luôn nha. Okay, let's get ready now. Okay, so Miss Nhung, can you be the first person? Can you describe the first day of school, please?
Yes, it is the first day of university. That day, I went to school with my classmates, and at that time in my school, they have celebrated a small games like bowling, and I have participated in a few games in it, and I win.
So you had participated in a few games?
Yes. I win, and I have a voucher for coffee from Puzzle.
Oh,
And
I see, a voucher for coffee.
and a small keychain. I really like
A small key...
chain.
Keychain! Ah, a small keychain.
Yes. And I really like it.
Quá nha.
Because it's the first time we go to...
It was the first time. It was the first time. Past tense. Be careful. Quá khứ nha.
I went to my university that I will study for next 4 years. Yes. And it seems...
Okay, that's a good experience for the first day of school. Okay, Miss Kim Tian, please. Can you describe the first day of school?
Yeah, you know, I'm
I don't know.
18. I'm 18 and I'm a freshman, but because of COVID-19, I have studied online for about half year.
Half a year, for about half a year.
But now I go to school. My first day at university was yesterday.
Ah, it was yesterday. Oh, I see.
Yes. My new friends pick me up.
Pick me up.
Pick me up, and we go to school.
We went to
school together.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. University is a new environment for me.
A new environment for me.
Yes. It's quite big and beautiful, more than beautiful, and better for my imagine when I'm
For my
imagine.
Imagine? You mean imagination? For my what? For trí tưởng tượng. For my imagination.
It's better than my imagination.
Imagination.
make lessons. I think it will be a good environment and I will enjoy.
Enjoy. I will enjoy.
I
Enjoy. I will enjoy.
I will enjoy 4 years in this university.
In this university. I hope the same thing to you too. Okay, very good. Okay, very good. Now, Mr. Yoon, your turn. Can you turn on the microphone, please? Describe the first day of school.
So after 3 months learning online.
What do you
because
mean
of the
playing
pandemic.
online? You mean playing games online?
No, learning online, not playing games.
Being online, you mean? Being online or
Being
studying
online.
online?
Yeah,
After 2 months of being online, yeah.
3 months actually.
Okay.
So I'm start the first day at school. It's actually not really bad.
It wasn't that bad, right?
Yeah, for 6.
It wasn't that bad, right?
Yeah.
Yes or no? Yes or no?
No.
No, it wasn't that bad. Okay.
For 16 years, I first time can actually have a first
Of course.
good
Everything can
first
happen
day
the first
for
time.
school. And when I went there, I can saw everyone's face with mask.
When I went there, I could see.
I could see.
Could is a past tense of can.
Yeah.
Quá khứ của can là could. I could see.
I could see everyone
could
with
see.
mask, but I'm still recognize them because they Facebook picture.
Because they were good teachers, right?
No, it's Facebook.
Ah, from their Facebook pictures.
Yeah. Well, I take my place because I went there really like.
I took my place. I took my place, right?
So I took a place in the last of the class,
Okay.
sit among the girls, and but I'm still really alone. After that,
really
the
alone.
teacher changed me into a higher place so I can sit near the teacher's table. That's really
I can
nice.
sit near to the teacher's table. I see. Right. Very good. How do you feel? How did you feel about experience then?
So I can have having new friends for a long time.
What do you say? I have been having new friends.
Yeah, I have new friends in high school,
Okay.
and they really good in every side, like studies or being friends, rich.
Okay. Good for you. Keep
Yeah.
being friends. Good tip. Being good friends. You know.
Yeah,
You need them. Okay. Let's go to part 3 of going to school. So, Miss Nhung, please, what do you think about a child going to school by themselves, or the parents picking it up, or picking them up?
In my opinion, if the child is really young, yes, it's really small, yeah, it's really dangerous for them to go alone to go to school.
To go alone. Alone. To go alone.
To go to school because they are not old enough to know the way to go to the classroom. Yeah.
Or someone might kidnap them. Có thể có ai đó có thể bắt cóc chúng chẳng hạn. To kidnap someone. Bắt cóc ai đó. Someone can kidnap them, and so that is really, really bad. Okay, but then think about say, yeah. So at what age do you think children should go to school by themselves?
by themselves is maybe in grade 6, is 12 years old.
Grade, maybe in grade 6. Grade 6. Ik, 6. Maybe in grade 6.
12 years old. Yes, because at this time that they can aware of who is
They can
bad
be aware
guys.
of.
Yeah, aware of who is the bad guys.
Guys,
And
không
which
nên dùng chữ
age
IELTS nha. Don't use guys in IELTS. Who are the bad people?
People. Yes.
Who are the bad people so they can avoid, right?
Yes, and know which is the bad or the good things that they can do.
Okay, good. Now, so Mr. Young, please, how can parents cultivate the child's independence? Think about many things that they can do to help the child be more independent. But do things for them is not a good way. Làm nhiều thứ cho chúng không phải là một cách tốt. Buying new toys for them is not a good way.
Yeah, I know.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I don't have any much toys or technology with when I was young.
Are you sure you didn't have much things when you were younger?
Yeah, you don't know it.
I didn't know. How about your brother?
Him too. We are the
Him
same.
too. Interesting. Well, when I was younger, I had a lot. Yeah, I do. But I didn't like the toys that I had, so that's why I tried to make my own toys. You know that I make toys, right? I make toys, right?
Bruh.
You didn't know?
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Okay. Okay, sorry because I was a bit too secretive to my relatives. I'm sometimes quite secretive to my relatives. Anyway. Okay, so Miss Dean, please. So what do you think about this question? How can parents cultivate the child's independence?
Being independent is a very important thing for everyone. So, children learn to be independent from when they were young. Is very important. I think parents
Should only
guide and teach their children how to face the situation, how to
face the situation. How to face the situation.
Yes.
What kind of situation are you talking about? What kind of situation?
Maybe about how to have a conversation with their friends or their relatives.
How to keep a conversation with their friends or relatives. Alright. And also how to solve problem themselves. Phải tìm cách mà giải quyết vấn đề tự bản thân chúng. Tự giải quyết vấn đề, like to solve problem themselves. Otherwise, they will keep depending on you forever. You know? Okay, now so, Miss Nhung, should parents interfere when things happen to their child? Why not?
I think they shouldn't interfere because they don't have the same idea with their children, and sometimes it make the arguments with the child. Sometimes they just need to give some advice. Yeah, is it a good way?
Exactly, sometimes advice enough. Advice enough.
Yeah.
But a lot of the time I think good advice sometimes is not good. Sometimes I think parents give a lot of poor advice to, you know, I mean, but there are of course exceptions. When bad things happen to their child, sometimes parents should interfere. For example, if the child got kidnapped For example, mấy bị bắt cóc chẳng hạn. If the child got kidnapped, of course the parents should call the police and interfere when things happen to their child, of course, right?
Yes.
Or when their children do something really wrong, then they have to take responsibility as guardians, right? Take responsibility as guardians. Những người mà gọi là bảo giám hộ, người giám hộ cho trẻ bắt buộc phải là chịu trách nhiệm chứ. You have to take responsibility as guardians too. If the child is not 18 yet, nếu chưa đủ 18 tuổi. If the child is not yet 18 years old, you know. Okay, what do you think, Mr. Young? Should parents interfere when things happen to their child? Why or why not?
Yeah, but actually, I think they need to prepare the children.
Prepare. They need to prepare
To their children for every situation that can happen to their life, like being kidnapped. How can I say? Dụ dỗ là gì?
Try to lure. Try to lure people into doing wrong things, wrong deeds. Dụ như con người ta vào làm những chuyện xấu xa. Try to lure people. Try to lure people into doing wrong deeds, or try to tempt them. Try to dụ dỗ, tempt someone, you know, dụ người ta, try to tempt someone into doing something wrong.
So try to tempt them to doing bad things, or maybe the situation with lost their way to home, like they cannot remember where's their house if they've gone too far.
Say again? When their house is what?
They lost the way to their house.
You mean get lost, right? When they get lost.
Get
right?
lost.
When they got lost, I see. Okay. When their children got lost, sometimes it's good to let them to let them figure out the way themselves, right?
That's true.
Bị lạc ráng chịu tìm đường đi, trời đất ơi. Có Google hết rồi. We have Google Maps, you know. Just if the child get lost, then they should know what to do, you know. I don't think people can get lost these days easily. No, not right. They cannot get lost easily these days.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Now I'll ask Miss Nhung, how do parents help their children deal with bullies? Think about bullies, the one that you always meet in school, the way you always meet in the workplace. How do parents help their children deal with bullies?
I think parents should give their children to go to the club that teach
What do you
material
mean
art.
clubs? The clubs that teach martial art. Cẩn thận. Martial. So martial art. Martial art. Là võ thuật á.
Yes, material.
Martial với material nha, không phải material. This is martial art. Material là một cái từ hoàn toàn khác nha. So material is a different word. This is martial art.
Like karate, taekwondo, something like that. It's really useful, not in the school, but in the societies. Yes.
Right, in the society. So basically, school is just a minimized version of a society. Trường học chỉ là một cái phiên bản mà bị làm cho nhỏ gọn lại của xã hội thôi. School is only a minimized minimized version of the society. So basically, if you know how to deal with bullies in schools, you will know how to deal with bullies in the workplace, in the society, etc.
Yes.
So, but the question asks you how. You have to answer correctly. How? Vấn đề là như thế nào chứ?
Take have.
Yes, the question asks you how.
Maybe call the teacher.
Make go. Make
Yeah.
go.
That's what
Oh
I
well,
think.
calling the teacher can be a good way. Why not? Because sometimes that works, but a lot of the time it doesn't. A lot of the time it doesn't. The bully will try to bully the victim still, because they cannot protect themselves. It doesn't work like that. If you tell the other people, no, you have to protect yourself first. You have to know how to fight back, because that's how it works. That's how it works. Đó là cái mọi chuyện nó vận hành như vậy á. That's how it works. You have to know how to protect yourself, you know. Okay. So what do you think, Mr. Yu? How do parents help their children deal with bullies?
Oh, I think
Carrying weapons and guns to school is not a good idea.
I know, but the first
Không đem vũ khí và súng vào trường không phải một ý tưởng hay. It's not a good idea.
yes, I know. The first thing that came to my mind is parents gonna punch them right away.
Going to. Không dùng mấy cái từ như vậy trong IELTS nhá. Do not use gonna, wanna, stuff, guys, mom, dad, kid. Oh no, don't use those things. Okay, let's try again. How do parents deal with their... how can parents help their children deal with bullies?
I think the first thing, yes, they have to repair to their children some martial art, bring them to the martial arts club to
Martial art club. Huh?
martial art club to
Martial art club.
martial art club for depends. No, I think it's defending themselves from the bullies.
To defend themselves from the bullies.
And they will and the parents will teach them a little bit way to stay away from the bullies, like just stay away from them.
Just stay away from them and avoid trouble.
Yeah, happy bully already. And what you think from my dad going to say
From my
father going to say,
from my father. Không có đáp nha.
okay, so my father
Alright. Anything else?
punch them right away.
What do you mean punch them right away? Try to use different wording. This is part 3. If you want to score better, you have to use more academic way to answer it. Muốn được điểm tốt hơn phải dùng cái cách mà tốt hơn chứ. Dùng những từ part 1 sao được, chưa nói được.
Okay.
Try to use a better way to answer this one. How do parents help their children deal with bullies?
So they will bring their children to the martial arts club to learn how to defend themselves from the bullies, and they will learn some small way, like tips to stay away from the bully. Keep keep away from arguments and violence.
Argument and violence. How do you do that? How do you keep away from violence?
I don't remember.
It's hard. Sometimes you think it might be easy, but it's hard.
Yeah, I know.
Especially when you have many bullies in school at once. Có nhiều tên bắt nạt cùng một lúc. It's difficult.
Yeah.
But then, self-defense is the best way. Remember that. Now, so I think it's good for today now. Good practice. 2 topics enough. So remember, we still have Mr. Juan, so 4 students in this class. So probably we should go at this rate, okay? Cái quan trọng ở đây là phải học được cái gì từ những cái chủ đề mình đã làm. What's important here is to learn from your mistakes from this video. You need to rewatch them, okay? Các bạn phải coi lại nha.
Okay.
Of course, you will see that, okay, why am I speaking so bad? Các bạn sẽ nhận ra là tại sao các bạn nói quá tệ. But still, if you pay attention, you will know how to improve it. Các bạn chú ý vào, mình phải chú ý vào, mình phải tự sửa được nha. Cái chuyện phát âm, cái chuyện speaking á. For speaking, if you can only improve it if and only if you pay attention to it. Concentrate on solving or fixing the mistakes. And then think of new ideas too. You need to read more. Reading and writing skills are creative skills. And you need knowledge to be able to create new things. So read more. Các bạn cần đọc thật nhiều vào nha. Đọc nhiều những chủ đề khác nhau nữa mới có thể speaking và viết tốt được nha. Tại vì speaking và writing là kỹ năng sáng tạo. Nhớ nha, kỹ năng sáng tạo. Mà muốn sáng tạo tốt thì phải có kiến thức. Okay. Now, so I think we should stop now if you have no question. Do you have any question now, class?
I think no.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay, like normal, I will copy this thing onto Facebook. Okay, I'll see you then, class. Say bye.
See you. Bye.
Say bye to my 7,500 subscribers on YouTube. Hãy nói bye với 7.500 người đăng ký trên YouTube của mình. Okay, I'll see you then.
See you.
Okay, that's the end of my videos. Please like, share this video with your friends, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and press on the bell button next to the subscribe button so you can get notified about my new uploads, okay? You can also press follow my Facebook, but please don't add me on Facebook as friends, okay? Cảm ơn các bạn đã theo dõi nha. Các bạn hãy nhấn vào like, chia sẻ video này bạn bè các bạn. Nhấn vào nút đăng ký kênh YouTube mình và nút cái chuông kế bên cạnh để đăng ký kênh á, để mà các bạn sẽ được thông báo về những video mới nha. Các bạn cũng có thể nhấn vào nút theo dõi Facebook mình, nhưng nhớ đừng kết bạn Facebook mình nha. Thank you and see you. Bye.